Hello, everyone. Hope you all had a good day. I had a good day. I was working on the studio, and small things take a long time. So was my whole day. It was good. It was good. Um, Today, we're going to talk about happiness and the how it kind of eludes us. You know, takes it takes over our mind of trying to achieve happiness, and then we uh, find what we think uh, would make us happy. Uh, we realize it really doesn't, and we're looking for happiness um, from the world, and the truth is, happiness is in here. It's how you interact and perceive and connect to the world. It's on you, right? It's from in here. You get this in a better place. Everything else looks good. Yeah, that's what we're gonna be working on. So let's get started. As tweaking the studio, so I gotta find all my proper switches. Happiness is a journey, not a destination. Um, if you think about um, everything in life, when you have goals to achieve, uh, you work really hard and you get there and you're all excited and you get there, and then that new excitement wears off and you kind of fall right back into the same thing because you're seeking happiness from something else. An example would be, I've been in martial arts, my whole life until I started to get too broken and couldn't continue. But um, when you belt up in one uh, particular martial art, every time you get your belt, it's just time to go to work for the next one. You get the next belt, go to the next one. All the way from your taekwondos, your jujitsus and muay thais, and boxing. All those things, you have certain goals, and every time you hit a goal, you're excited for a while. But if you don't have this right, none of that matters. It's hard to um, it's hard to appreciate things for a long period of time. So that's a mindset. That's a heart condition. So we learn to appreciate every moment and know that this moment is the gift that we get to do something awesome in. Right now is the moment. People wait in long lines for short rides. And if you've ever been to Disney World or any of those theme parks, you're waiting for a roller coaster that you literally wait all day for a ride that takes like 5-10 minutes, uh, and then do it again, right? Unless that wait is that time in between uh, is too much. Like if you have kids and they're not comfortable or whatever, right? So you'll wait a long time for a short ride. Just like with with sports, with uh, martial arts, with anything, you work really long for that one moment, that little short moment, and then you have to work really long again for that one little short moment. If we flip that and start appreciating, uh, holding up the the journey. The journey is um, every bit as important as the destination. If if you realize that uh, this moment doesn't have to be miserable just to achieve a good moment, your life will go a lot smoother. Um, when life is great, we always seek something greater. That's where they get that term, the grass is always greener on the other side. Because it literally is until you start appreciating where you're at. You don't look somewhere else for your happiness because you're here. You're right here. This is where you'll find your happiness. Find it where you're at. It's the key. People do this with sports, relationships, cars, toys, everything. You know, they seek happiness in those things and not in themselves. Like, when you expect something else or someone else to provide you with something your whole life, every single moment, you're going to get disappointed because nobody can provide and provide and provide just for you. That's on you. You have to find your own happiness. I'll share a personal experience. My wife and I, we had a successful construction company, and it caused a lot of stress. The stress was getting in the way of our relationship, and I was trying so hard to make her happy and still be able to maintain all my responsibilities with the company. And I realized everything that I was doing, all the stuff was good, all really good stuff. But my intentions for doing those things was hurting me, bringing me down, and then ultimately bringing her down. I was doing really good things for her to make her happy. When she wasn't happy, or only happy for a short time, I felt like I was failing, right? And I was out working on the trucks, whatever, and it dawned on me, like this little flash almost. And I realized I'm not responsible for anybody's happiness. I'm only responsible to create an environment or foster an environment that someone can be happy in. It's up to them to find their happiness. It's only up to me to create that environment. The rest is on them. So I had this discussion with my wife, and went in the office, and I said, I've been doing all these things to make you happy, and I'm failing. I apologize for failing. And I said, but from this point forward, I am no longer responsible for your happiness. I'm still going to do all the cool things, everything, all the stuff. I'm going to love you deeply. We're going to still do all the cool things. Everything's going to be just like it was, but I'm not responsible for your happiness. That changed our relationship. That moment changed everything, because I no longer felt that heavy burden, and she no longer felt like she was that heavy burden that I was carrying. So it's kind of my fault at the moment, not realizing that my um, mindset needed to change, or that condition, our relationship, to change. That had to happen, and it took me a while, but we're still together after 24 or 5 years, or whatever it's been, a long time. You know, um, it's key to build off of every moment, every single moment. Every single moment matters. Everyone. And if if we don't do good in this moment, at a blink of an eye, you can turn it around. Just like that example that I shared with my wife. I, that's that I wasn't doing the right thing, and it was in that moment, that blink of an eye, changed everything. We need to build on every moment. We need to embrace this moment, no matter what's going on with it. It's our moment. It's ours. We need to do something with it. If you build off of every moment, you'll start building a foundation that your next day will ride on, your next moment will ride on. You start building your life up with a solid foundation, a good solid structure. You build a foundation of appreciation. You, it, it it'll be long term, because if you're seeking quick gains, in life, you can have short returns. You know, a little plus, and then you lose it. Little plus, and you lose it. Um, when you build that solid foundation, that joy, that peace, that happiness doesn't wear off as quickly. You can keep maintaining a certain level of happiness, right? You have a better heart, better choices, focus on all the good things around you, appreciate them. That'll help your heart heal and grow into eternal happiness, where it becomes part of your heart condition. You wake up every day better than what you were before. You're not down in that place of unhappiness anymore. You're actually building where, even if you lose a little bit of something in your life, you pick it back up again without having to start from zero again, right? Um, so breathe in God's goodness and push that out into the world. So what I mean by that is, every moment has things in it, has it's a set of uh, stuff, bunch of stuff. Your relationships, your car, your house, your whatever. Every moment has this structure, and it's up to us to find all the goodness in each one of those pieces. Find the blessing. Like, if your car wasn't a great car, right? It wasn't a great car. You still see it as an awesome tool to get to work, awesome tool to get to the grocery store, an awesome tool to pick up the kids from school. Because if you didn't have that, life would be much more difficult. So you find appreciation in it. A vacuum cleaner, as simple as that, it may not be the best, it may be heavy and clunky and you have to, but it does the job, right? And if you didn't have it, it would be much, much worse in your life. All these little things that we don't really pay much attention to have value, right? Our kids could have their emotional stuff like kids do. Well, they're better one day, whatever. Find the goodness in them, find the good stuff, and they expand it in their life, right? So look for the good stuff in life, and now start taking that in. You get so much in here that anything yucky can't get in. Something bad happens, oh well, fix it, whatever, get on with your life, right? So seek that goodness in your life, your neighbors, your family, and everything else. Once you start seeking it, you'll find it. You start finding goodness. It's the honest to God cure to all things yucky in life. It is the key to happiness. It's the key to life. It is. The key to life is to find goodness in everything that you can possibly find. You're gonna have moments where things aren't so good. You're gonna say silly stuff because you're upset, but just make it right, correct it, whatever. It's not the end of the world. You're gonna have human moments, and don't try to be perfect at it. Just roll with it. If you didn't do so good on that time, and you found something to complain about or whatever, just turn it around and find something not to complain about. Find something to appreciate. So that's pretty simple. Pretty simple stuff overall. And if we all just take the time and share those blessings with one another as a community, become more cohesive and connected and interactive. So take every moment as a gift. Take it as a blessing. Take it as another chance, right? Another chance to make things right. If things didn't go so well, always take every moment as an opportunity to share a smile, share a compliment to somebody, right? Every single moment. And like I said, you're going to have moments where you might say something bad under your breath about somebody or whatever. Just brush it off. Go clean it up. It's not that big a deal, right? It's not that big a deal. So everybody just be cool with one another out there. Jesus said to love one another just as you love yourself. Love God with all your heart, soul, and mind. Love being the commitment of goodness. So commit goodness to everybody and everything, and commit goodness to yourself. God bless.